Hello everybody, this is Edward and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Well, the factory is a bit longer, and if we have a look at the front, I've done some work. Wait, hang on, just making sure that the villagers are not misbehaving inside, because we've had a few naughty villagers. As you can see, I've got a staircase. Oh my goodness me, a staircase leading up to a second level, and this villager here decided to... Oh, it does hurt. I thought I tested all this, but apparently not. Okay, you know what? Well, when he goes... has he gone down? He has. Okay. Yeah, that's him down there. I'm just going to block off this area here so they don't come wandering up here and hurting themselves. I thought they fixed that behavior in their AI, but I guess not. But as you can see, yep, we put a staircase in. And if we have a look out the front, I put a sign at the front of the factory. It's a very special sign that I'm very fond of. Look at that. It's a massive cog. It's a design that I found... Well, I found a design online, but it was a bit small, so I kind of upgraded it and made it a bit bigger. And for those of you that don't know what that's from, well, it's from a game, a very old game now, called Thief 2, The Metal Age. And it's a game that I played when I was younger that I am, and was and still am very fond of. The only issue is... These three houses here need to be moved down to here, or somewhere around here, because the factory is encroaching upon their property, and we need to do some rapid expansion, but we'll do all of that tomorrow. So that massive cog symbol, that comes from a group of religious fanatics known as the Mechanists, who are the main antagonist group of Thief 2, The Metal Age. You can't get through, can you, Iron Golem? There we are. You can always go around, but I guess sometimes people and Iron Golems are just stubborn. That's all part of nature, isn't it? But yes, the Mechanists are very an industrial lot, and they turn it into a religion. And Father, what's his name? Karras, Karras, Karras. He's the he was a Hammerite originally, I believe, and they were one of the main antagonists from the first Thief game, Thief the Dark Project, or if you like me, Thief the Golden Age, which was I think the same game but with three or four extra levels. I can't remember, but yeah, that was a very different game to this. The Thief series were from the late 90s, and they were very much like a stealth stealing stuff style of game. Okay, we're going to have to build these new houses. You know what? I'm going to build these homes and 3 extra homes to make up for the damage I'm going to do here. So I'm just going to put down the foundations, and so that way we can relocate these people, which is a story that it's not really something that's happened to me or anyone I know personally, but I do know that there are cases that, you know, these big corporations, or whenever they're building a new massive highway and they've got to relocate people, they just buy out your home and chuck you out, which is well, that'd be a terrible thing. But if in this case they're just moving across the street, I don't think it's so bad. Plus I'm the one building and demolishing building their new home, demolishing their old homes, and Iron Golem, and moving all their stuff over for them, pretty much exactly as the way they've got it now. So I don't think that they need to be too worried about it. Okay, let's see. That's our first 3 homes there, and actually, just trying to think, how do I want the streets to come across here? I need to think about how I'm going to do this, because I'm thinking maybe a home here, and then we have a new street branching off, leading towards the ocean. I'm just thinking in my head. Sometimes it's a bit hard for me to play and talk and think all at the same time. I don't believe there are... Hello, what have you got? Bookshelves and books and other things. Yes, I would love to buy some stuff from you, but just not now. I don't believe anyone's really good at multitasking, are they? It's just something that popular culture said that men can't do but women can, but I think it's a case that no one can, and they got people who are quote-unquote good multitaskers, and they tested them and found out that during their multitasking work, they actually performed pretty badly. So it doesn't really matter how good or bad you are, or how good or bad. No, how good you think you are. Goodness me. Multitasking is just something that our brains aren't really designed to do. Goodness me, Iron Golem, excuse me. I know, I'm sorry, but we need a nice footpath coming through here, don't we? Yeah, coming straight through here. You know what? We're going to relocate this relocation house, so that way we can have the street joining up here. And, yeah, something like that there. And, oh, no, hang on. No, we're going to connect it off that street there. Right, so that small street, we'll have to move it down one. Or do I want to move this one up one? No, that one over there will have to be moved down. Alright, well, you know what? I need to wait for that grass to grow back anyway before I can complete this. So let's just get that bit there, and we'll get this bit of ground regrowing. But yeah, so it's cool to have the factory being built now. Oh, yeah, halfway complete. I've got to put a roof on it, and I want to put a second level on it. Put more machines up there. The only issue is the height of the overall factory second floor is shorter than the height of the machines, the sugarcane harvesters. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do to fix things up. But you know, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. And I don't know what I'm going to put in this area here, but I'm thinking I might put a little garden just in there. For the time being, though, let's get these homes put in place. At least, yeah, this the blocks, so I know whereabouts I need to put them. I wish I could really, you know, brainstorm some cool ideas for these homes. I'm never... Oh, dearie me. I'm not really great when it comes to creativity. But I like to, you know, just see what other people make and then, you know, put my own twist on that. But when it comes to these homes, I want it to be uniform, because what ends up happening is that my designs get so wacky and all over the place, it just looks like a hot mess. And I don't really want that to happen in this village, so we're just going to go with something a lot more uniform, which is good because I know what I'm doing, I know what I need to do, it's all set in stone. I know what resources I need, but it's bad because everything just kind of looks the same. That's why I've got to put in factories and churches and all other, and I guess the regular buildings that the new buildings that are spawned in now. But yes, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need to put in another 2 buildings. I think I'll put them on the other side here. It won't get too close to the wall, but I don't want houses to be too close to the main wall here, because I'm not too sure what's going to happen to it. I don't know if we're going to extend out that way or not. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens when this village is full to the brim with homes. Do we then start to build upwards? I used to be able to say that word, like they do nowadays, but who knows? Let's not worry about it till we get there. There we are. So I'm thinking, there, add all that there. I'm thinking, what are the buildings I can build in this game besides homes and the default designs? Oh goodness me, I'm not having much luck with this cobblestone placement. But the factory's a good start. But the problem is, these buildings get awfully big, and it looks a bit weird to see this one absolutely Goliath building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, one Goliath building amongst all these tiny little homes. And oh yes, as you can see, I've moved the sheep and the cattle out here with the other farms to be with the bees. And how? Okay, well, who are you and why are you in there? Well, he is a shepherd. I guess that makes sense that he's hanging out with the sheep, but how did you get in there, Mr. or Mrs. Shepherd? Was it a jump? Did you jump in over there? That's quite the jump if you did that. Okay, I didn't remove that block. You know, we've got to get rid of that. Now I've got to rescue the shepherd before he gets mauled by the sheep. Okay. Oh, dearie me. Okay, let's get some wheat. We've got to do Operation shepherd saving, not shepherd shaving, but shepherd shaving. That's a tongue twister right there. And yeah, so I'm thinking back, I'm just trying to remember all the things that I've talked about in the past, and it's hard to remember what exactly I've told you guys and what I haven't told you guys. Come on, one lost sheep will take you back to the paddock with your other sheepy friends. I do remember, actually no, I don't remember if I told you about the collection of single vinyls that my stepfather gave me. But either way, he gave me a huge collection of vinyls that I have been sorting out. They're only the 7 inches, well, the 45s, depending on what you call them. So they've only got, most of them, if not, I'd say 99% of them, have only one track per side, which is what happens with a single. Okay, come on, everyone. Let's get these sheeps in. All these sheepsies. Come on, shepherd, off you go. Goodness me. Okay, now I got to figure out how on earth I'm going to get out of here. Let me get that. Okay, I need to jump through. Okay, you guys can stop following me. The shepherd is free. We close that up. Don't do that again, okay? I'm not going to rescue you if you jump in there again, shepherd. Now, this is going to be a lotto of wheat. There we go. That's the lucky sheep that got it. Oh, dearie me. That one shepherd. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen again. So, yes, I got all these single vinyls, these 45s. And I've been going through them, and he did have them in alphabetical order, but the issue was that some of them weren't in the correct alphabetical order. No, geez, mind out, might hit you, guy. And as such, I'm having to categorize them. I'm using the Discogs app, which is basically a huge database of every single record, long play, short play, and actually CDs and cassettes as well. But it's a catalogue, a massive catalogue put together by the community of record fanatics and I guess amateurs and everyone in between. And all the information is up there, including the year it was made and released, and the artists that made it. And was it bedtime already? Okay, they're going to go to sleep while I'm just slowly pulling down their house. You can look at the stars while you nap. Have a good night's sleep. Well, wait, the villager can go to sleep. Why can't I? I guess they get to go to bed a little bit early. I have no idea, but when I pop to bed, I'm going to have a sip of tea. And when the sun eventually goes down, I'm hoping it goes down soon. There we go. There we go. Right, so we're going to grab all this, pull down the rest of this house, and move over the beds. I think it's the beds and the doors that I'm really worried about, and everything else is just glitter, isn't it? There we go. So yes, getting through this massive stack of records. I've been slowly adding them to my online collection to see how much they're worth and whatnot. And a lot of them are between $1 to $3, but some of them get around the $10 mark or $15 mark, and there are some that are $25 or $30 or even up to $50 and $60. So there's quite the collection, and I think I'm down to the final, 100, 150, and we've already hit 1,000 of them. So I've already catalogued 1,000 of these records, which to me is astounding. I had no idea there were that many, but there are. I thought maybe there were 500, but I really guessed wrong, and I'm not very good with estimating. That is probably my weak point. I have no idea. I can never tell someone's age or how many toothpicks are in a pile. I don't know. But you know what? We all have strengths and we all have weaknesses. One of my strengths is knowing that I can, if I'm going out for a walk and I'm walking around, I can pretty much backtrack and know how to get back to where I started without ever getting lost. Usually, 9 times out of 10. Nothing's infallible, that's for certain. But my wife, we have to do is spin her around, she says, and she would be lost even if she was standing on the spot. So some people, I guess, have good directional instinct, and others don't. And I keep saying to her, well, there's other things that you are amazing at that I'm not. So everyone has a strength, everyone has a weakness in all varying different degrees, so no one is absolutely helpless, that's for certain. So don't think that you are. Dear me, I'm just realizing I'm 3/4 of the way in, and I forgot to ask, how is everybody? I hope you're having a wonderful day, and if not, let's make it a wonderful day. So we're going to take care of all this last bit of cobble right here, the floor and the staircase, and we're going to move these beds over so the villagers can sleep tonight. I'm wondering, is it going to be the same villagers that normally sleep here, or are they going to be stolen by someone else? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. But as you can see, I mean, the wall here, oh yeah, I really wish I didn't have to take down 3 of them. 2 of the houses, it's going to take a bit of time already, but having to remove 3 houses, goodness me, I'm going to need a cup of tea and a biscuit before it's done. I'm just trying to think which side I want the door to be on. I think I might put it over here. I'll just extend that up. Oops, nope, need to put you back one more. I'll just extend that road out a little bit more so the staircase doesn't look awkward. Speaking of which, we'll get the dirt. We'll put this down here and let that grass grow so then I can convert it into a road. I'll leave that one normal, as a normal. Leave it 1 down is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I've got all these flowers in my inventory. I did say I want this to be a garden, so what better place to put flowers than in a public garden? There we go, we get our oak door. That's where it's going to be. And yeah, that's the necessities put in place. And these guys did have a pumpkin as well. I don't remember which side it was on, but I'll put it there in front of Blue Bed. Oh, why have I got that? That came from the street light that I pulled down. Well, there we go. 1 house down. Oh boy. Okay, well, we got to get busy, I guess. I'll move these guys over to this here. I don't want the move to be too stressful for them, so I'm trying to keep the new beds close to where the old beds used to be. Oh dear, how did I manage that? Yes, sorry, lost my train of thought there. I don't want to put that there. I want to make sure that's wood, so we're going to put down the wooden frame and have this extending out to the side. Eventually, there we go, and we put down this wooden frame here. Yes, well, I'm very happy with the shader pack that I'm using, although I do think it is causing the computer Minecraft to be a little bit sluggish and a little bit slow in its response, but that's okay, it's only minor, it's nothing that really bothers me too much, thank heavens. Okay, I'll put this across this way, and we need to do this one here and that one there. Just finished reading Angela's Ashes today by Frank McCourt, and my golly me, it's such a sad story. But now I can finally read his sequel, Tis, which I'm looking forward to reading. And I've got to read that. I'm reading an unauthorized biography of Ozzy Osbourne. So I've got to finish reading that. And I've got to finish reading Midnight in Chernobyl, which was a birthday present I got from my wife, which I'm about 1/3 of the way through. And once I finish those 3 books, or I guess 2 books now, I can buy myself a new book, which I've been wanting for a long, long time, called Coconut Cowboy. Well, actually, I found out that Coconut Cowboy is book number 18 or 19 in a series, which I've never read a series that long, so I'm going to start with the first book, which is, what was it called? Roadkill Florida, or Florida Roadkill, one of those 2. And really looking forward to getting into it, because someone spoke very highly of it on the internet, so I used to be notorious for buying books when I was younger, but never reading them, so I just collected them, but I never read them, which was very naughty of me. There we go. Okay, the pot plant was in front of the red bed. I remember that much. And we won't worry about the roof just yet, because that's probably my least favourite thing, is doing the roofs of all the homes. And there we go, staircase. There we are, perfect. We need to put the staircase here as well. I think this house is perfect. Knock, knock, knock. Anyone in? I guess not. Okay. Oh my goodness me, these iron golems just want to be where I am. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, as you can see, I can start to work on the factory eventually, once I pull down these houses, but I'm just going to remove this bit of wall here. I've got the exact measurements of when I want this to stop, but I'll worry about that once I get the other building, once I get the other bit built, the other buildings built, and then I can work on the factory, because building the homes are the easy bit. Oh my goodness me, I should start an iron farm with all these iron golems here. But then I realised that would be mean, because then I'd be sending all these poor iron golems to their to their graves, and I don't want that to be a thing, because the iron golems are here to protect the villagers, so they're very welcome to stay here as long as they want. There we go. Just as long as they don't make life too difficult for me. There are quite a collection of them, I will admit, though, which can make navigating these streets a little bit, I wouldn't say stressful, but a bit difficult sometimes. Okay, well, I'll see if I can get oh dear, I'll get the majority of this house made if I can. Put this up here. Well, I'm not too sure what video length is the correct length, but I've been working at around the 20 to 25 minute mark, which I think is a good length for me. Any longer than that, my brain starts to switch off, and at that point, I don't really make much sense. So the last couple of times I've recorded, though, I've been absolutely parched by the end of it, so I don't know what I need to do. I drink a lot of water or tea before I record, but it doesn't always work. There we go. And I remember, I don't know if it's because I'm always thirsty, I actually looked into the symptoms of diabetes, and it was scary, because I did get a blood test done a little while ago, and the doctor, my GP, said, look, you don't have diabetes, you're fine. But every time I'm not a hypochondriac normally, but every time I look into the details of diabetes, you see what I mean by about the uniformity, look at that, all those windows in a line. But as I was saying, every time I look into the details of diabetes, I think, gosh, it sounds so scarily like what I have, all the things. But if the doctor says I don't have it, you know what? I'm okay. And if I'm really worried, I guess I could always get a second blood test done. But for the time being, I should not worry about it. There's no point worrying about something like that, because if you've got the facts and everything is okay, then all you're doing is making life stressful for yourself. And life is lived to be enjoyed, to have good times, not to be stressed and worried and concerned all the time. And I know when it comes to anxiety, it's so much easier to say, oh, don't be worried, don't be worried, be happy, life's too short. But in practice, it is not when anxiety hits, it can be a very crippling thing. And that's why I wanted to make these videos very calm and very relaxing, because I wanted to help with people get through anxiety, or give them a chance to forget about worrying about certain things. And you know what, if even just one person is helped by these videos, then to me that's a great thing. It makes me very happy. I've accomplished what I set out to do. And everyone else, I'm hoping you're enjoying these videos. The sun is going down, so you know what, I'm going to pop myself to my Minecraft bed and sleep the night away. But I think we're coming to the end of this video. It's coming up to the 24-minute mark. Just going to take one look at the cog from the Mechanist Church, and it's much nicer at night with the glowstone behind it. But thank you all for joining me, everybody. Take care, live long, live well, look after yourselves. Goodbye.